слава богу. Так, мы продолжаем. Не переживаем, не переживайте, все нормально. Так, я сейчас думаю, кого заменить. Если требуется электро, значит там сейчас або воздушное, або ветряное. Я просто думаю, там надо эти цветки собирать, типа, точнее, типа, я не знаю просто, какие там нужны персонажи, если требуется. Ладно, там нам вода не надо, значит. Скорее всего, что мы заменим Елизаветой. Надо будет Лизу еще улучшить артефакты у нее. Обовязково. А мы можем этим заняться, просто я не знаю, как пояснить. Я не знаю, какие лучше есть ставить артефакты. Я вот все думаю над этим. Смотрите, у нас есть Лиза тут и артефакты. Мы поставили ей как целитель. Но не забываем. Нам надо подивиться. Ну, можно поставить ей, в принципе, как везунчик, потому что целитель. Она як искатель приключений скорее. Ну, можно и целителя ставить. Такс. 4,2 сила атаки. 5,2. Конечно, будет лучше так. Я даже улучшу эту силу атаки. Любым для меня доступным образом. Так, приступаем. Хотя бы на 2 уровня поднимем. Ага. Это ХП, сила атаки. Я вот и задумалась, ладно. Бонус лечения, но нам лечение, она ж ничего не дает по поводу лечения. И лучше ХПшку вот эту, или защиту даже. Думаю, защита ей подойдет. Все. И ХП ей и так добавляется, как видите. Все. Тут есть где-то бонус электро. Нет, это Хео. Мастерство стихии Пиха. Анема, Хидра. Физ. Ага, я поняла. Это уже инструктор. Сила атаки или ХП? Думаю, сила атаки будет лучше. Так, приступаем. 3-го уровня. 4 предмета. Это вот здесь нету предмета по поводу целителя, да? А что здесь тогда? Это искатель приключений, да? А я предлагаю... Я поняла. Это як инструктор. Давайте сделаем тоді сила атаки. И немножко улучшим тоді. Возьмем так. Все. Приступаем. Хоть как-то. Все. Нам надо подлечить Кею. И эту вот. Ой, а что тут будет? Не все так просто. Активируем. Победите. И защитить монолиты.
Freeze.
Так, слава богу, все нормально. Такс. Да нет же. Такс. Такс. Такс.
Surrender and I'll be gentle.
Freeze.
Такс.
Don't get frostbite.
Такс.
Dodge this.
Так.
Let it rain.
Такс.
Cool it.
Такс. Сейчас. Нам треба одолеть. Такс. Такс. Такс.
This moment will be frozen in time.
Такс. Такс. И надобно... это последний, оказывается.
Freeze.
Все. Монолит засеченный, значит, продвигаемся далее. Нам треба собрать еще награды, придачу. Такс. Ага. Так, стоп, что? Такс. Ага. Ну ладно, пішли далі. Так, мята. Все, мяту получили. Это тоже получили. Так. Да, я жива, все нормально. То есть я вернулась быстро, потому что, типа, смысла. Я вот взяла, типа, постояла в коридоре и все. Потому что, типа, просто, понимаете, тревога была 5 минут где-то для меня, как когда мы заканчивали видео, тоді я уже увидела о том, что тревога, типа, ну, то смс было таки 5 минут тому назад. То есть, и потом уже, як тільки я отключила стрим, и як тільки прошло где-то еще 3 минуты или 4, и сразу отбой, я такая, в смысле отбой? То есть, я там уже собралась почти, что и тут на тебе отбой, кажет. Так. Значит, тут где-то... Так. Где-то еще одно должно быть. А где ж? Непримечательное тихое местечко, ишь ты. Так, мне уже 31, блин. Как быстро время пролетело. Так, нам нужно до арены теперь. Ага, ось и арена.
Did Beta leave already? Maybe she went back to her ship.
If you're looking for the captain, she was summoned by Lady Ningguang. It seems that the Crux Clash got out of hand this time and has attracted her attention. Captain Beidou was muttering something about Ningguang being a stick in the mud as she headed off to Liyue Harbor.
It's not unusual for those two to be at odds with one another.
But still, Captain Beidou was disappointed she didn't get to witness the crowning of the new champion. She had been looking forward to it for quite some time.
The one who stole the vision was originally to be this hero's opponent in the final. He knew he stood no chance of winning the match, thus the wicked idea of stealing the prize took hold in his mind. In which case, the Crux Clash comes to a clear-cut conclusion.
Huh? So if that's the case, then the rules stipulate that he is disqualified.
Hyman thought we'd win and all, but not like this.
It doesn't matter. As the saying goes, honor given is honor deserved. Now, let me...
Yes, I believe so. Though Captain Beidou is no longer, but the voyage to Inazuma is a treacherous one. You will be plagued. In fact, the relentless rain and wind are also an embodiment of the ride and show.
Hold on a second. You're saying she can change the weather?
Let us not forget that this is one of the 7 Archons. If Liyue's Morax could form Guyun's Stone Forest by casting down... Suffice it to say that if you wish to journey to Inazuma, the Alcor will need some... In the meantime, I intend to embark on a journey of my own.
Hyman believes you'll find a way for...
Thank you. May both our journeys prove... One final word of warning. The part of your journey that lies after the storm.
У Катарине нужно узнать. Значит, нам надо телепортироваться и поставить часики. Так. Время 7. От 7 до 8 я поняла. Такс. Ну. Это же утро, да? Следующего дня именно или как? А то я что-то вообще не могу понять. Так, ждем. Или именно с... Или, подождите, в смысле? Следующего дня аж... Следующего дня, кажут же. Ждем-с. Угу. 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 Ниже. Ух ты. Так.
Yes, I'm already awake. I'll be out in a moment. I'm just changing. Good
Ждем.
morning. Did you sleep well? There's nothing to worry about. We just need to go through the sketch. Now then, the sketch. Item 1. Lunch at Lioli Pavilion with Mesua Chiao. Ah, yes. I remember the invitation. No, someone I've never met before. She's paying a high price for my time. And I intend to make sure otherwise. Tens of millions of Mora is rather a high price for lunch. That's right. Even at this price, there is no shortage of people willing. To be clear, I've never had any hand in setting the price. Time is very valuable to me, so when I first came up with the idea, I made it. Gradually, it developed into a lucrative. Yes, that sums it up very well. Most people looking naturally for anyone looking to make a profit in a complex market. The bottom line is having the right. As for how much my insight is worth, you're a very lucky person, you know. You get to sit in the hands of a professional business person. The kind of information you'll be exposed to would be worth, well, tens of millions of Mora. There's no need to be nervous, of course. Now.
И выше, ниже, где? Я ж не знаю, где здесь что. А, ось она.
Did you organize this entire breakfast? Please, sit. Have a taste of the Jade Chambers chef's cooking. What do you think?
Don't forget we have a lunch later. Save some space. Still, I'm happy to see that you approve of my culinary tastes. On occasion. Usually everyone is too busy for a leisurely sit. Breakfast also isn't usually so lavish, hence my surprise when we got here. I actually thought you had cooked it all yourself. Relax, I'm just joking. Baishar probably made... You willingly took this work on, knowing that it would be tedious, and you have worked treating you to some food is but a small token of our appreciation. Breakfast sets the tone for the rest of the day. You can't... If you wake up to the same monotonous meal each day, you will start to feel fatigued even before you start working.
Такс.
Well, I'm done eating.
Такое чувство, что это уже как будто бы, знаете, отома игра, вот серьезно, вот все вот варианты.
I need a change of mood and a change of clothes. Who knows? Perhaps you will have a I already instructed Longyang to have my outfit ready. Thank you.
Так, в смысле? Где одежка Иди? А.
Hello, how may I help? Ah, yes, of course. Please wait a moment.
Так, что
Here
там?
you are. Please give this to Lady Ningguang. Yes, this whole room is full of Lady Ningguang's personal items. Not Lady Ningguang asked us to rearrange this room recently. Anyway.
Так, опять обратно возвращаемся. Стоп, а куда на этот раз? В комнату до нее.
Did you get it? Ah, this is the one.
Так, ух ты, еще и одежка на ней.
I had this specially tailored recently, and I must say, what do you think? Be honest. I just want... Phew. Knowing that it has your seal of approval makes me feel much more Oh, then it's mere flattery. I never knew you had such a mischievous side. All right, let's head...
Такс. Где она? Блин, то она издевается. То она внизу, то она наверху. Да определись ты уже, куда там ты хочешь. Мы выходим и слетаем вниз. Такс. Это куда? Нам всего лишь нужно долететь до вот этой точечки наверху. То есть нам надо так, чтобы мы были немножко выше. Ой, немножко ближе до этой точки. Хотя были даже до улицы этой. Такс. Вот где-то тут уже надо будет снижаться. Так, ага, у вас и павильон. Такс.
Lady Ningguang.
Sorry to have kept you waiting.
No, no, not at all. I know that you have 1,000 different things to do each day. I'm very grateful for any amount of time you can spare for me.
Great. Well, this is the Traveler. She happened to be in Liyue Harbor today, so I invited her to come along. It's a rare opportunity to dine with her, too. Do you mind if she sits with us?
No, not at all. On the contrary, I'm honored. What a surprise. I've always been fascinated by you and your adventure. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm Luo Qiao, a businesswoman. I work mostly in the textile business, but that's what I wanted to ask Lady Ningguang for some advice about. I didn't know that. So,
Rumors?
you know, the rumors about the two of you haven't heard? Come on. You must know that Lady Ningguang's every move is in the spotlight. And if you didn't have some sort of special relationship, why would she invite you to this lunch right after finding out that you were back in Liyue Harbor?
Interesting. Yeah, the Traveler is a national hero in Liyue, even putting aside my official status as one of the lead.
Oh, yes. Well, there is nothing unusual about it at all. I was just observing that
You're comparing apples and sunsettias there. Whenever Beidou returns to Liyue Harbor, I've missed out on a number of extremely promising investment opportunities thanks to her. In fact,
investment opportunities.
no, something else. All the talk about luminescent spines is just...
Oh, but isn't there some new technology from Fontaine that needs lots of luminescent
If it were really that profitable, those in the know would have kept it as quiet as possible. I had my secretary do some analysis. The current price of luminescent spines, so I would advise you to be...
I see.
In my opinion, there are many people around with ulterior motives, making this a very risky business to enter into in the short term. Long term, it's very difficult to say, but I believe there's too much uncertainty to make it worth your investment. You worked hard to earn...
You think so too, huh? Okay, got it. If that's... Maybe it'd be a better choice to invest this money into it. Lady Ningguang, thank you so much for taking the time.
Good. I'm glad...
Now I see why you were able to become the most successful. You think clearly.
You've been listening for a while. Has it sparked an interest in the business world for you? Ah, so you want to be my competitor. Or how about this? I'll invest in you early on, before you make it big.
I won't take up any more of your time. Thank you. This lunch was
See you next time. I'll look forward...
Такс.
Right then. Lunch is over. I assume you have... I'm a little concerned about the auction. Yes, you're right. Whatever... In that case, what's next on the schedule? Okay then. Let's go to Mingxing Jewelry first. I need to pick up something before meeting.
Такс.
Enjoy your meal.
Виходим. Такс. Ну, я пытаюсь забрать. Все.
Hello. I'm here to collect the item I...
Ah, Lady Ningguang.
Very good. Don't rush now. You probably imagine that Ningxing jewelry deals exclusively in expensive luxury goods. The workers here are very skilled, so I like to come to them when I need something custom made. This time, though, I just had them do a simple repair. The item is quite...
Lady Ningguang, your comb has been fixed. Please, we did everything we could to restore it to its original condition. You'll still see a few marks on there, though.
That's fine. Thank you. Yes, though it is something very precious to one of my informants. My informants often provide me with extremely important information. Trust is of far greater importance than profit. It's understandable to think that way. But things are a little different with these particular informants. And this only makes me all the... Thank you for the repair, Xingqi.
Oh, don't mention...
Let's go and meet them.
Такс. Такс, это нам в ту сторону топать. Угу. Ложечки. Ага.
Auntie Ningguang! Hi, Auntie Ningguang!
Hello, my dears. It's been a long... Yes, indeed. And they are some of my I didn't want to involve them in intelligence gathering for me at first. But they, on the other hand, were so enthused. It turned out that they delivered the goods and thoroughly enjoyed themselves while... So?
Great! Mom and Dad have taken me on loads of cool but you didn't do your homework, did you? Yeah, but you still gotta try. Like teacher says, Liyue Harbor isn't a new...
This new age started after that great battle, you know. Well, this is a dramatic change. Unique in all of... What about you, Nana? You haven't said any...
I'm fine.
Oh yeah, I just remembered. A load of really big boats came... Yeah, that's right. All the merchants were there, and it was really noisy. And then the people on the boats started unloading all these
Oh, I see. That'll be the fishing boats coming back from the open ocean.
Yep. I made sure to look at the waterline, just like you said. They looked really full this time.
My goodness. Well, it sounds like they made... The heavier the boat, the lower the hull sits in the water. So you can tell how heavily loaded a vessel... How deep a fully loaded vessel will sit in the water varies from ship to ship. But it's something you can...
Since Auntie Ningguang taught me how to do it, I can...
A few days ago, I heard they said that when they get here.
Oh, really? Who did you hear this from? All right, never mind.
Are you okay? You're usually the one that talks...
It's okay. Don't be upset.
It's...
Такс.
Of course I did.
Thank you, Auntie Ningguang.
It was just a small favor, really.
But they said you'd be too busy.
They?
Uh-oh.
Такс.
It's all right. Don't worry. There just seems to be some kind of misunderstanding.
Yeah, Auntie Ningguang's not gonna blame you.
I'm sorry. The thing about
Такс.
the luminescent spines wasn't something I heard. I told them I didn't want to lie to Auntie Ningguang, but, they told me you'd forgotten all about them. Then they bought me a new comb, and I'm sorry. I'll give them the comb back right away. No comb is better than the one.
I know how much it means to you. It was a gift from your mom before she left Leo.
Yeah, it was. I'll be extra careful with it from now on. When Mom gets back...
I must say, this is most... How about this? You tell me where those two people are.
Okay. They're over at the dock.
All right, then. Don't...
Are you gonna go punish the bad guys?
Now, this is a grown-up situation. I'm just going to have a polite discussion with those two grown-ups about what...
Да уж. Нам вот туда надо топать. Ага, я поняла. Так, сейчас 1 second. Ага, ось вони.
Do you think that kid's gonna fluff her lines?
Yes, I know. But we didn't have any other options. Just try not to overthink it, okay? Nanan's one of Ningguang's... Ningguang adores that kid. She's not gonna get all suspicious just because her story doesn't quite...
It sounds like you underestimated me.
Lady Ningguang?
You knew how important that comb was to Nan, and you exploited that fact to emotional... You coached a child to lie. Made her betray her...
Sorry, Lady Ningguang, we...
That's not the point. Business is business. And at some point, we're all trying to get the best... But you cannot put Mora above all else. You cannot go
It was hardly our first choice either. We've been business partners for years now. We've gotten by, I guess, but never had any... When we heard about the movement in the luminescent spine market, we thought to heck with it. So we stocked up a huge stash of luminescent spines, and
But we waited and waited, and this mystery merchant from Fontaine... Suddenly, everyone with luminescent spines...
Oh yeah! As soon as Lady Ningguang makes a move, everyone follows her lead. If we don't sell the goods, we're both bankrupt. We're in...
To be brutally honest, we took out a loan and made a speculative investment is not a sob story. But not everyone has the capability to make rational decisions. Greed, a lust for wealth, and impatience can... Do you now realize how dire the consequences of what...
100%. We've both barely slept in. We begged people to take our stock off our hands. They laughed at us, called us idiot.
We messed up. Completely. The savings we worked so hard our whole lives to build up?
Well, I can take your luminescent spines off your... The portion of what I pay that exceeds the average price of luminescent spines in the past.
Huh? But that...
Then you're free to find another willing... But, if you're seriously still insisting on turning...
Lady Ningguang is right. Let's swap the goods for cash and use it to pay off our debts and be done with it. This is a light...
Yes.
I have no particular need for luminescent spines.
Okay, so,
No need to hurry. Our deal is hardly the urgent... You took advantage of a child, and you are coming... This is an opportunity for you to show remorse.
Oh, okay.
Come on, let's...
Так, опять 25. Такс. Ага, побежали, побежали, полетели, полетели.
We're back. Everything's all sorted.
Huh? Oh, it's those two.
I'm sorry, Nanan. I was lying to you when I told you that Lady Ningguang wouldn't fix your comb. I was completely in the wrong, and I promise I'll never do anything like this.
What do you think, Auntie Ning?
I think it should be your choice. And you...
Since it's all sorted out now, and nothing super bad, but we can't just let them off. We got...
That's true. I'd certainly hate to see anyone else...
I made up my mind. I want them to come play with us.
What?
Yeah! Now we have someone to play. Great idea. Let's...
Wait a second.
Nope. No waiting.
So full of... Yes, of course. I wouldn't...
Такс. Такс. Ага, тут можно, оказывается, просто было слететь и все, и не бежать никуда. Такс.
Let me guess what you're thinking. You're thinking that there's not a huge difference between me turning these children into my informants and the actions of those two businessmen. Am I right? They were completely different when I first met them. They'd run away as soon as they saw me, or they'd be shaking with nerves and unable to speak. But gradually, they stopped seeing me as someone to be afraid of, and started seeing me as someone they can trust. For my part, I did my utmost to fulfill the duties of a... I played games with them, but I also taught them observation skills, analytical skills. Now, they're much further ahead in their studies, and far more mature than their peers. I think that this is beneficial to them. Yes, perhaps I am. I never had the chance to receive a good education as a child. That's why I hope to teach these children myself. Someday they may realize that not everything is a win-win deal. When that happens, they will be ready to face the world. I will one day die. New Qixing will replace the old. And I hope the name Ningguang will live on. But not as a person. If I can pass on everything I have learned.
Come on, Auntie Ning. We're not gonna wait forever.
Coming! Come on. Let's enjoy this while we can.
Ага, он, воно як. Так. Мне теперь доступно, да. Угу. Так. Я помню, что это где-то здесь. Угу. И там задания дополнительные. Но это мы все будем делать, когда уже, так сказать, придет время.
Ad Astra Abyssosque. What can I do for you, traveler? Ah, yes. I've heard that you've already made arrangements with the captain of the Crux fleet regarding your passage to Inazuma. Is that correct? Now that I think about it, it's been quite some time since I...
There you are. You're the traveler that Beidou will be taking to Inazuma, right? The fleet is nearly completed reprovisioning. Once the crews have... Captain Beidou sent me to come get you. We'll weigh anchor as soon as you're...
Seems Beidou is the captain of our work.
Of course! There are many things that the captain insists upon.
So you'll be heading off then? I said, whether the journey before you leads to the heights of the heavens, or the depth until we meet again. Ad Astra...
Oh, it's kinda hard to say.
Well, if that's how you feel, why not come and find me when you arrive? I'll be awaiting you on Narukami Island.
So there's another brethren in Inazuma? See?
Well, I guess it's time for you to bid farewell to Liyue Harbor. Now that I've...
Okay, thanks for coming all this way to let us know.
Just following orders. I'll see you two aboard the...
Угу. Подождите. Так, стопы. В смысле? А. Такс. Ага. А я могу... Не-не-не. Да, я могу телепорт сделать, отлично.
You finally made it. All these years, come rain or storm, the Crux fleet has never suffered a delay. If it were anyone else, I might have set sail already. Don't look too serious, I'm only joking. You're just on time. The crew have just... Well, now we set sail for the land engulfed by storm and...
Anchors away! Такс. Опа, ща. Знайшовся. Так он с нами буде ехать? Он же сказал, что он будет на LiveMe, типа. В смысле? Он что? А, он плывет, это хорошо. Такс, ага. Так, стоп, а мы таки не встретились и с этим Чайлдом, вроде бы. Мы должны были с ним встретиться. А, ну ладно. Ох ты ж. Опа, ща. А это, кажется, Тома или кто? А ну-ка.
Oh, hi there.
Так, это кто?
So, you finally made
Да,
it.
это Тома.
You sure kept me waiting, Captain. And it appears we have a couple of stowaways.
You can blame your almighty Shogun. The tempests around Inazuma have been... Though the fleet was fully up to the challenge. The inclement weather... Now then, let me introduce everyone. This is Toma, a trade part...
You don't know how long I've been waiting to see you.
Toma, these two are...
Oh, no need for introductions. Their reputation precedes them. Seems even the stormy sea...
With the... Toma's resided on Rito for quite some time now. It wouldn't be going too far to say he's the fixer around these parts. If you run into any problems here, just talk to Toma. But if he tries to pull any...
No need to worry.
Good. Then if it's all settled, I'll be going. I wouldn't want to be caught with my sails down here. I do have a wanted fugitive.
Что? А.
Until next time, traveler. Remember to give it your all, no matter what perilous storms you may encounter.
Fair seas, Captain Babe.
Так, вони, то есть, получается, вони доставили, і обратно тоді будуть плити. Ага.
Don't underestimate the reaches of the Sakoku decree. You wouldn't be able to avoid inspection even if you tried. So we have to play by the rules, even if we're kind of bending them.
Такс. Так.
Hello? Please state your name, identity, and the purpose of your visit. Oh, you must be new. Excuse me? Please provide the information requested and also declare any goods you are carrying with you. Oh, well, I'm sorry. We cannot approve entry for purely personal reasons. So, my apologies, but I'll have to ask you to...
Here are their entry papers, for your kind perusal.
What?
I just wanted to see what you'd say.
I see. Okay. Your papers are all in order.
The Outlander Affairs Agency. They only check entry permits here. If you want to remain on Rito, there's a process you have to go through with them. Well, let's not forget that to everyday folk, as the word suggests, Outlanders aren't very... not even on Rito, where they've established an outsider settlement. I like how you think. Now, let's head over to... Most of the current rules were put in place by the administration of Rito, the Kanjo Commission.
Ну не так уж и далеко.
Yes, one branch of the Tri-Commission of Inazuma, responsible for growing and managing the nation's wealth.
Стопы.
You really haven't heard of it before?
Точка обзора в помощь. Чтобы, точнее, телепортации, чтобы уже точно. Так, куда тут? А.
You've completed the entry procedures, yes? And now you want...
Yes, please.
Okay, the processing fee will be 2 million mora.
Что?
2 million? For a present?
That's right. 1 million per applicant, which makes 2 million total. Don't worry.
Paimon wasn't so much questioning your...
Ma'am, these two here are good...
Ah, Mr. Toma, it's you. By way of courtesy, allow me to reduce it to...
Ну, нормально.
Thank you ever so much, Miss Eureka.
400 000.
But as this is just a processing fee, I think 600 mora should cover it if I'm paying on their behalf. I'll treat you to dinner.
That's not how you haggle. By all means, bargain the...
All right then, as you wish, Mr. Toma.
Much.
Такс.
What? She went from 2 million down to 600? There's something seriously wrong with people's sense of finance around here.
Такс.
It's not as mind-boggling as you think. Processing fee, the way some here at the agency see it, the fees are easy money. So when the day comes that some poor merchant from overseas with more money than sense gets stuck...
Then they'll milk them for all their...
Exactly. It's at times like this that having a local friend really comes in handy. Yes, but when you're an outlander in Inazuma, the most that overseas merchants can do to... That's how the international...
So it's a trade association?
Yep. And as well as advanced... Essentially, it's an association devoted to both commercial...
Sounds like just staying up...
I see. So this is the real purpose of your... After all, the Raiden Shogun is the most exalted and revered one in all of Inazuma. She is a date... Huh. I was going to say nothing is set in stone when it comes to who you will encounter in this world. Who's to say you won't... Okay, I'll give it to you straight. I know of...
Really?
Такс.
Wow!
I mean, it will take all the resources I have. Connections come at a high price. No. In fact, there's no real cost as such. It's just that if this is something... I like to do things in a way that keeps everybody...
Sounds very reasonable to Paimon. You're the man in the middle, so you have to trade favors to keep everybody indebted to.
Why do I get the feeling you're making me out to be some sort of crook? Never. Here's the situation. As I touched upon earlier, the members recently things seem to have gotten more difficult than ever for them. So just the head of the association is called Caricio, and he's a good friend of mine.
Так. Стоп, мені просто інтересно подивитися тепер, де ми. Ау, нам ще не показує. Стоп, а если я вот тут двину? В смысле? Так далеко? Ничего себе, далеченько мы собрались в самую хлущу, блин. Ух. С кем поговорите? Так. Тинь-тинь, это кто? Ладно. Владелец Эйпекусов, что? Такс. Стоп. Это витаю стих где-то. А, осень.
Oh? Hello there. You must be seeking refuge with the International Trade Association. Good. That's a relief.
We heard the association has been having some difficulties.
Yes. Left, right, and center.
The Sakoku decree certainly...
But it's not the root cause of our woes. The Sakoku decree might restrict our scope of activity. No. What's really those Mora grubbers from the Kanjo Commission.
Oh, of the 3 commitments?
That's right. They impose astronomical... They just issued a new tax decree recently that, for some reason, completely changes the way we pay our taxes.
Crystal marrow.
Something that most of us in the association... Eventually, one of the older Liyue merchants recalled that he once shipped a batch of it. So, in order to pay our taxes, we began an arduous search for this. But then we found we'd only managed to create a bigger problem for ourselves. Now there's only one vendor who even has it. Exactly. So this vendor keeps pushing the price up, and we have no choice but to buy from them because it's a vicious cycle. The consequence of which is that we've tried communicating, but this is a nation where the cries of a few struggling... Fontaine, my...
Sounds awful. What do you think we should do? But Chris is the head of the association.
Right.
Okay. Well...
that vendor... I've actually done business with him in the past, but after a point he's...
What?
Hey, that's a pretty good idea. Since you're not affiliated... If I remember correctly, are you...
Got it! We're on?
Такс. Ага, осень.
Huh? I don't think I recognize you. Are you new arrivals? Haha, very funny. Real fixers don't need to refer to themselves. So, what do you need with me? The sheer nerve. You don't go around asking questions like that. If I get trade secret, got it? You...
This guy's got a bad attitude.
Ha! Are you even buying? Oh, I see what's going. They're wasting their time. The price is no...
Hey! What's your
Get out of here, go on. Tell them they're lucky to be buying from me in the first place. And they ought to be more grateful.
What are we gonna do? There's no talking to this guy.
Такс.
Good idea. Let's check that...
Такс. А, Тома. Это один из братьев Чарльда, походу, скорее всего.
Actually, we're having a little trouble.
No? Well, by all means, tell me what you need. Getting you to go fixing things when you've only just arrived is quite a demand. Oh, that guy? He used to be a bit of a sorry sight, selling shells that he collect on the beach just to get by. I can only assume he must have found himself a patron after leaving.
You're saying he used to be a member of the inner...
Yes. Couldn't you tell when you spoke to him? That's right. Werner was born in Mondstadt, then went into the shipping business, trading between... When Inazuma closed to the outside world, he was one of a group of outlaws. The International Trade Association was initially very generous to him, but over time, with decree after decree...
So he left the association and turned his back on...
I'm sure it's more nuanced than that. I believe even the most ungrateful and cold-hearted of people still have some amount of gratitude and warmth left in them somewhere.
Так, ладно.
Well then, it sounds like you may have found...
Так. Так,
What are you
ладно.
doing back here? Just because I got plenty of time on my hands doesn't mean I want to waste any of it talking to you. Huh? Where's this coming from? Mondstadt? You were talking about...
А что им требует? А.
Goodness, I can sense it now. So familiar, but I can't... The scent of Mondstadt. Oh, how it takes me back. Oh, my hometown. The home of freedom. So... Huh? What is...
Just close your eyes already!
You mean... the sound of the ocean? Leah Harbor. I can see it so clearly. Oh, and the sound of the waves. The calls of the Xiao lanterns. I'm right there at the
This guy has a really active imagination. Either that or...
Leah.
А что надобно? А что? Я не знаю, что тут можно такого показать. Никоменько Лиюе, да.
Wait. Stop. That's enough. Don't make me relive it anymore. My poor heart can't take it. You mean the folks from the International Trade Association? Often, I'll sneak down to the shore at night and listen to the sound of the waves. I've run into folks from the association more than a few times doing just that. Don't you think I've wanted to talk things?
Well, no one's...
They're so resilient. None of them had anyone else to rely on, so I caved. Those people... Alright, I'll tell you the whole story.
You ready to talk now?
But I betrayed them.
Come on, you scaredy cat. So come on, get it off your chest.
It's a scheme by the tax collection Ashigar. They start by overtaxing the merchants, then take the extra crystal marrow. Once the merchants run out of places to buy crystal marrow, they get me to sell that extra stock back. I'm their puppet, yes. But my cut is a tiny fraction of what we take in total. Evidence. Now that I think about it, whenever I report back to him after a sale, he always heads to the same place. As it happens, I handed some Mora over to him not long ago.
Really? Well, then there's no time to look.
Что ж, на этом, пожалуй, мы будем заканчивать. Так что до скорой встречи, а также подпишитесь на мой канал и поставьте мне лайк, ведь я очень сильно полезна в данной игре. Всем пока-пока!